What is up, Keller agents? It is me, Sam Jackson, the Director of Innovation Technology for the amazing Georgia Legacy Group. What is up, everybody? It's been a while. Wanted to reach out to you because there is some very time-sensitive information that if you are using what we call eEdge or market leader, kind of use those terms interchangeably, this is a video that you need to follow so that you are not caught off guard. December 31st is when we are sunsetting, and when I say we collectively, Keller Williams, is sunsetting our contract, our relationship with market leader / eEdge. So if you are one of the tried and true My KW faithfuls, you're going to want to watch this video in length to make sure that you are not missing out on anything with your transition into Command. So there's a good chance you probably received emails from market leader already, begging for your business, but I'm going to show you all the cool things that you will not lose by transitioning to Command by this change from market leader. So let's buckle right into it. So if you're not sure what eEdge is, if you're not sure what market leader is, I'll break it down for you very, very simply. If you're logging into mykw.kdb.com and you're using this control panel right here in the middle of my screen, this is what will most likely go away starting on January 1st, December 31st. That's when our contract ends. So don't be caught off guard if this is no longer here, but there definitely are some things that you want to do between now and December 31st, 2020. So the first thing is, if you are using this for your contacts, if this is your main database and you probably don't plan on, paying the fee for this now that it will not be free, you want to just click in and either click on my leads or my contacts, but ultimately we're going to go into market leader. So I'm going to go ahead and click on view contacts. And one of the things you probably want to do in here is just transition. Let's just go ahead and export all of your contacts. Even if you're planning on keeping market leader, this is probably a good practice anyways, just to be certain that nothing gets missed in that transition. So, and if you're already in Command, this is probably a good tip anyways. You may have some old leads or something sitting in here. Makes sense to come in and just clean it on out. So honestly, I've never used this. I don't remember how I got so many leads in here, but I have over 1,200 leads, I think. Let me double check. Select all. 1,600 contacts inside of market leader. No clue. One of them is Ben Roethlisberger. I know that's not right. I think it's a fake one that I did a long time ago, but definitely don't miss out on this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this contacts button up here, kind of in the top right. It's already selected, but I'm going to click it again. And there's a button here that says export contacts. So this is just a good practice. You want to make sure that you have a clean copy, your own copy of all of your contacts in here. And then over here on the left, I have some choices for contact groups. I'm going to leave that unchecked. I'm going to make sure that my contact status is all. I'm not looking to take a particular group. I want everybody. And so I'm going to hit export. And this will download a CSV file onto my computer. So all of those different leads, contacts that we had in here, I now have an additional 1,600 leads. Honestly, I would probably recommend clean those up, make sure that you have tags and other things in place before you import those into Command. And if you need some help with that, definitely take a look at some of the other videos that I've done on importing your database or importing certain leads. It's definitely worth the time to go through and clean up that data. So step number one, if you are a market leader user, or if you've been with KW long enough and you still have that account, double check market leader eEdge for those leads, and let's get those bad boys into Command. So that's number one. That's the first thing you should do to prepare for the My KW transition here. The next thing, there are a lot of agents that were using the 36 Touch program and what market leader called campaigns. So if you're not familiar, you can access that through marketing. So click the marketing button now and manage campaigns. What I would recommend here, because if you're not going to continue using market leader and decide to pay that out of pocket, I would definitely come in here and start turning off all of my campaigns. I don't want market leader sending these. I don't imagine they're going to send the stuff for free once we turn off our contract with market leader. However, I don't want excess information going out and getting mixed messages. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill all of my campaigns. That way there I can create smart plans inside of Command. So for those of you who aren't aware, you can use campaigns to create some new ones. There are some pretty good ones in here, I'm not going to lie. They're a little bit older. You can tell they're dated language, but there were things like a 33 touch and some other really good info. So make sure you turn all of them off. And if there are some that you use, like if you really love this 8x8 buyer campaign, what I'd highly recommend is write it down. Write it down. Just go through and copy these, tweak them a little bit, and then create a custom smart plan inside of Command. Quite honestly, you can go into smart plans right now and probably find a similar 8x8. Let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to go into smart plans because now we have a collective library that if I'm in smart plans, I click on this library button up here in the top, I can just type in 8x8. Give it a second to load. Give it 2 seconds to load. All right, and so now the 8x8's loaded in here, and look, there are 60 different 8x8 campaigns that already exist inside of KW Command. So just going to the library and searching for other folks, and these are some really great people. So there's one from KWRI, Kristen Dugan, Brad Korab. I don't know any of them personally, but if I follow any of these people, I find them as an influencer, I can grab their smart plan and pull it into my own command. So let me just do this with Dana here. If I'm going to use her 8x8 campaign, you can review what hers looks like, hers looks like by hitting view steps. And I can see that it's 8 touches over 8 weeks. And I can see each text message. Hey, contact first name, yada, yada, yada. Wait 7 days. It's a touch task. But we have these campaigns built in smart plans. You may not even have to go through this process of going into Market Leader and writing them out. You may find something that's good enough, even better, already inside of smart plans. So take a look at that. But I would say at the very least, my recommendation would be go into Market Leader, eEdge, and just go ahead and kill all of your campaigns. That way there's nothing being mixed, sent out after the 31st. Cool. And then the last thing that you need to do in preparation of the ending or the sunsetting of the eEdge Market Leader contract would be to take a look at all the marketing that you may have used. So I know this is another popular feature inside of KW that our agents have been using, the marketing center inside of Market Leader. So I just clicked on marketing center, and you'll see all the different designs, social media, emails, postcards, all the different things inside of Market Leader. Let's just say that I want to grab a postcard. I learned that not a lot of our agents are used to this or know this feature, but let's just say that I really love one of these really dynamic pieces like, oh gosh, National Sock Day. So let's just say that this is something that I've used in my business. I don't want to lose it. I'm just going to click on National Sock Day. I can download the PDF. Not only is that saved in my computer, but I just want to make you all aware of a really cool feature now inside of Designs that you can use if you have a PDF. So now that I have National Sock Day, I'm going to go back to Command. I'm going to jump down to Designs now. I'm going to click this big plus sign in the bottom right. And there is a button here that you guys have probably seen before, but maybe never used it. It's called Import PDF. And what this does is it allows me to upload a PDF and it will make it interactive. So as you all know, PDFs are flat. You can't really do a whole lot with them. But now that I have this National Sock Day postcard, which I'm not sure why I would ever send that, I can drag it and drop it here. Command, you can see, does down here in the bottom right, kind of processing it. It's going to make it an interactive design. So now, if I refresh my screen, I should have that collateral from Market Leader. Let me move my giant head. Oh, wrong one. I jumped the gun there. My apologies. Let me hit done. Let me go back. I think I need to hit refresh one more time, but let me see if I go back to Designs, if it's in there. There we go. I had to hit refresh one more time. I forgot to do that. So National Sock Day is now a postcard that if there were pieces that were interactive, I should be able to break them apart. Let's see. Looks like it just saved the image for me. However, what I can do now is throw my logo on top of it. Keller North Atlanta over here in the bottom left. Go to the back of the screen, or back of the postcard. This one should be a little bit more interactive. Yeah, and as you can see, this was once a flat PDF that now I can swap out anything I want to here. So images, let me move my giant head again. My assets, I think I have a better headshot in here. Yep, grab that, replace it, re-image it. Actually looks pretty good. Drag it down a little bit. Hit done. And then now my National Sock Day template that was inside of Market Leader is now interactive inside of Command using that feature. Like I said, some of these things aren't perfect. You may have to play around with the boxes, but you don't have to rewrite the entire thing. All you have to do is kind of come in and kind of move some stuff around. But it will take a relatively flat PDF, make it completely interactive, so you don't lose any collateral. You can just kind of use it as a stepping point to go from there. So really cool stuff. Make sure you double check any marketing that you've used inside of Market Leader that you can continue to use inside of Command. So those are really the 3 things that you need to do in order to be prepared for Market Leader leaving. I have not seen exactly yet what will replace this inside this box. If I had to guess, I would make a pretty big assumption there's probably going to be something Command-based in here, redirecting to Command, but that's a huge, huge assumption on my part. But so just to recap everything, export your contacts, click on View Contacts, export those bad boys, go into the marketing part and make sure that you turn off all of your campaigns. We don't want anything running after the 31st of December. And the last thing is go ahead and take a look at that marketing spot inside of Market Leader, and go ahead and just grab the collateral that you've been using that you like, and let's go ahead and pull it into Command. Save it to your computer and pull it into Command. And that should be the 3 things you really need to do to get prepared for that switchover or that turn off of eEdge. So thank you all for watching. If you can, if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. I appreciate all of your following inside of In Command with Sam. And as always, stay in Command. See ya.